Sister wives, Robyn demands luxury, Kody tells her and the kids to leave the house. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. For years, Sister Wives viewers have watched the dramatic unraveling of Kody Brown's plural family. From the tension-filled relationships to the heartbreak of separations, the Browns have laid their lives bare. But now, in a shocking turn of events in season 19, the final cracks are showing in the only marriage Kody had left, the one with Robyn Brown. In a volatile showdown that fans are calling the most explosive moment in Sister Wives history, Robyn demanded more financial support from Kody, not just for the kids, but for what she called the standard of living she was promised. But instead of responding with empathy or concern, Kody stunned everyone by coldly telling Robyn and the children to leave the house. What happened behind closed doors? How did the situation spiral so quickly, and is this the official end of Kody Brown's dream of plural marriage? Let's dive deep into the fiery collapse of the final Brown household. Robyn's demands, "I gave up everything for this." In a confessional filmed just days before the blow-up, Robyn wiped tears from her eyes as she looked into the camera and said, "I've sacrificed so much to be in this family. One married into plural marriage and I stayed through the storm. Now all I'm asking for is to feel safe. To feel like my kids and I are cared for not just emotionally but financially." Sources close to the Brown family say Robyn had become increasingly anxious over the family's financial situation, with Janelle, Christine, and Mary gone, and TLC allegedly scaling back the budget for future seasons. The comfortable lifestyle Robyn had grown used to was slipping. Robyn was used to a certain level of comfort, online shopping, private tutors for her kids, expensive birthday parties, says a former friend of the family. She saw it as what Kody had promised her when she left her old life behind, but now, the money's drying up. In a tense family meeting that was partially filmed and partially revealed through leaks, Robyn allegedly presented Kody with a list of basic expectations. Among them, a luxury SUV to replace her aging van, private music lessons for Roar, an upgraded kitchen remodel, regular spa days, and personal wellness expenses, a monthly stipend for emotional labor. Kody reportedly stared at the list in silence before finally muttering, "Are you serious right now?" Kody explodes, "Then leave." What followed was described by one production insider as the moment that shattered what was left of their marriage. In what started as a private discussion between Kody and Robyn and turned into a shouting match heard throughout the house, Kody allegedly accused Robyn of treating him like an ATM and not a husband. "You think I'm made of money?" he reportedly yelled. "I'm drowning here, Robyn. Everyone's left. The show's dying, the fans hate me, and all you can think about is a new car and your damn spa days." Robyn, not backing down, fired back, "You made me promises, Kody. I uprooted my life, brought my kids into this chaos, and I was loyal when the others turned their backs on you." That's when Kody said the words that silenced the room, "Then maybe it's time for you and the kids to leave too." The fallout. Robyn breaks down. Kids panicked. The aftermath was immediate and devastating. Robyn collapsed into tears, sobbing uncontrollably, according to a crew member who witnessed the scene. She looked like her whole world had shattered. She was gasping, trying to breathe, asking him if he really meant it. The children were reportedly in the next room and heard everything. Aurora, visibly shaken, tried to comfort her mother while Dayton confronted Kody directly. "You're not just her husband," Dayton allegedly said, tears in his eyes. "You're supposed to be our dad. And dads don't do this." Kody, emotionally charged and visibly trembling, didn't respond. He stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind him. Christine reacts, "I told you so." Christine, now happily remarried to David Woolley and living in Utah, wasted no time giving her take on the explosive events. In a confessional filmed post-fallout, Christine smirked slightly as she said, "Look, I don't want to say I told you so, but I did try to warn Robyn. I knew he wasn't going to be able to sustain even one marriage, let alone four." She went on, "Robyn built her whole world around Kody, around being the favorite. She thought that meant she was safe, but what happens when the favorite isn't convenient anymore? She's finding that out now." Janelle and Mary chime in, "We saw this coming." Janelle, who had kept a relatively neutral stance toward Robyn for years, finally broke her silence. "I stayed quiet because I didn't want to be petty," Janelle said. "But Robyn always thought she was special, like she was the exception to how Kody treated everyone else. Turns out, she was just next." Mary, meanwhile, shared that she had reached out to Robyn privately after hearing about the fight. "I told her I'm sorry she's going through it," Mary said. "But I also told her this is what Kody does. He isolates, he blames, and when he's cornered, he pushes people away." Kody in denial. I was just angry in a rare one-on-one interview. Kody Brown tried to explain his side of the story. I didn't mean it, he insisted. I was angry, I was frustrated, I felt backed into a corner. Robyn's been my rock, but even rocks start to crack under pressure. He added, I'm not kicking my family out, I needed space, I needed her to hear me. When asked if he regretted what he said, Kody paused. I regret hurting her, he finally admitted. But I don't regret telling the truth. We can't live in a fantasy anymore. The money's not there, the love is strained. And I'm tired of pretending. For weeks after the incident, Robyn reportedly went off the grid. No social media posts, no filming, no statements. TLC insiders say production crews were put on pause as Robyn needed time. Some fans speculated she had gone back to her family in Utah. Others claimed she was staying at a hotel with the kids. When Robyn finally reappeared for filming, she was gaunt, pale, and visibly changed. In a heartbreaking interview, she whispered, I never thought I'd be in this position, alone. With 4 kids, no income, no husband, just empty promises, she added. I don't know who Kody is anymore. As of this writing, Robyn has not officially moved out, but sources say she's mentally gone. The massive Flagstaff home, once a symbol of Kody's monogamous turn, is now a battleground of silence and broken trust. Production teams have captured eerie footage. Robyn eating dinner alone while Kody sits in his office for hours. Children walking around quietly, unsure if they'll be packing up their rooms tomorrow. A home that once overflowed with chaos and laughter now echoes with uncertainty. Fans of Sister Wives have taken to social media with mixed reactions. Some say Robyn is finally facing the karma of monopolizing Kody and isolating the other wives. One fan tweeted, she got what she wanted, now she sees what it feels like to be discarded. Others are more sympathetic, particularly toward the children. Say what you will about Robyn, but no child deserves this instability, wrote another user. Kody's not just a bad husband, he's a failing father. With Kody and Robyn's relationship in shambles, fans are left wondering what's next. Will Robyn leave for good? Will Kody end up completely alone, the patriarch of a family that no longer exists? TLC has yet to announce an official renewal for season 20. But insiders say a restructuring is in the works. They're rebranding the show. Says a production staffer, it's less about plural marriage now and more about the aftermath. The healing, the rebuilding, or in Kody's case, the consequences. Robyn once said that she and Kody were soulmates, and Kody claimed Robyn was his last hope. But soulmates don't threaten eviction, and hope doesn't come with ultimatums. As this once unshakable couple stands on the edge of collapse, one thing is clear, the dream Kody Brown built is no longer standing. What remains are broken promises, fractured trust, and a mansion that may soon be empty. Sister Wives scandal. Kody Brown begs TLC for financial help. Gets brutally rejected. It's the moment fans never thought they'd see. Kody Brown, once the head of a sprawling plural family and reality TV empire, now reduced to begging for money from the very network that made him famous, only to be met with cold rejection. In a humiliating twist of fate, sources close to the Brown family and TLC insiders reveal that Kody Brown recently approached the network for financial assistance, pleading for a monetary lifeline to keep his household afloat. But in a rare behind-the-scenes move, TLC refused, telling Kody that the era of endless handouts is over for a man who once touted leadership, legacy, and abundance. This moment marks a new rock bottom. This isn't just the end of a family. It may be the downfall of Kody Brown as we know him. Let's dive deep into the shocking details of Kody's desperation, TLC's brutal response, and what it all means for the future of Sister Wives. I need help. Kody's plea to Hackerding. To multiple production insiders, Kody reached out directly to executives at TLC earlier this year, with what some are calling an emotional and desperate request for financial support. Kody reportedly framed the situation as a crisis, claiming that his remaining family, primarily Robyn and their 5 children, was on the brink of financial ruin. He called it a moral obligation, one insider shared. Kody told TLC they owed him after more than a decade of making the network millions. He said, without me, there wouldn't be a Sister Wives. You all built this on my family's back. Kody's demands reportedly included a 6-figure advance on future earnings, coverage of Robyn's home mortgage, additional money for mental health support and family counseling, a commitment to film a multi-season arc focused solely on him and Robyn. He basically wanted a golden parachute, the insider added. TLC's response, you've taken enough. The response from TLC executives was swift and icy. They said no, flat out no, said one production member. They told him that with ratings dropping and fan sentiment turning against him, there's no justification for giving him more money just to survive. The gravy train is over. Executives reportedly reminded Kody that he had already earned millions over the past decade and had been given creative control and screen time dominance in recent seasons. They basically told him, "You chose to alienate your family, you chose to isolate with Robyn, you made your bed. Lie in it." Robyn in tears, "We thought they'd help us when Kody broke the news to Robyn." Sources say she was stunned and devastated. In unseen footage, Robyn reportedly broke down crying, pacing the kitchen as she said, "We gave them our lives. I let cameras film my childbirth, my tears, my worst moments. I thought they'd at least help us get through this part." She continued, "I didn't sign up to be abandoned. We are drowning and they just turned their backs." The financial free fall, where did the money go? While Sister Wives was once among TLC's highest rated shows, and Kody was reportedly earning up to $800,000 per season at the show's peak, the family's finances have always been murky. Real estate deals, Kody passed land that remains undeveloped, multiple mortgages, legal fees, and Robyn's allegedly high spending habits have all contributed to the downward spiral. Insiders claim Kody still owes back taxes on Kody past Robyn's home mortgage is months behind private schooling, and therapy bills for the kids have piled up. No major income is coming in beyond TLC checks, which have decreased dramatically. And source said bluntly, "They lived like the show would last forever. Now that the end is near, there's nothing left." Mary, Janelle, and Christine react, "Not our problem anymore." News of Kody's failed attempt to secure money from TLC made its way to his former wives, and their reactions were anything but sympathetic. Christine, now living happily with David Woolley, told producers he always thought the world owed him something, that TLC would keep throwing money at him no matter how much he destroyed his family. "I guess he's finally learning the truth, that loyalty and love can't be bought." Janelle, who has long struggled financially since leaving Kody, added, "It's actually kind of insulting after everything we've been through. He still thinks he deserves more help than the rest of us. We all made sacrifices, we all worked, but we figured out how to move forward. Maybe it's time he does the same." Meri, who now runs a successful bed and breakfast and has reinvented herself online, said he always said Robyn was the obedient wife. "Guess obedience doesn't pay the bills anymore." Producers push back, the audience isn't buying the victim act in private production meetings. There's growing concern over Kody's public image and the direction of the show. "Fans don't see him as a sympathetic character anymore," said one producer. "They see him as the villain. Every time he appears on screen blaming the women or sulking about his problems, we lose viewers." The network is reportedly refocusing future episodes on the journeys of Christine, Janelle, and even Meri, women who have taken control of their lives and moved on from Kody. "There's more inspiration in their stories," said the source. Kody and Robyn's drama is just a cautionary tale now. Kody's backlash, "They're throwing me to the wolves," feeling betrayed and embarrassed. Kody allegedly lashed out at the network and producers in a private email that was leaked by a disgruntled crew member. In it, Kody wrote, "Greater than you all made me the center of this show. You encouraged my leadership, you told me to be honest, and now that I'm struggling, you want to act like I don't exist. Shame on you." He added, "I gave you my family, I gave you my soul, and now you're throwing me to the wolves just to get a few more views." But for many fans and former family members, the sentiment is simple. Kody built this world and now he's living in the ruins of it. Robyn's private breakdown, "I thought we were the chosen ones." Robyn, who once confidently claimed that God had led her to Kody and that their love was special, has reportedly been struggling with the sudden collapse of their security. In a private session with a family therapist filmed but not yet aired, Robyn admitted, "I thought we were the chosen ones. I thought the universe had blessed us with something rare and sacred, but now it just feels like a punishment." She also confessed to having nightmares about losing the house, about her children blaming her, and about being left with nothing. The children caught in the crossfire. Perhaps the most tragic aspect of this entire saga is the toll it's taken on Kody and Robyn's children. A source close to the family says Aurora has been experiencing panic attacks and Solomon and Ariella have begun asking if they'll have to move somewhere small. "The kids don't understand why everything is so different," the source said. "They're asking where the film crews went. They're asking why there are fewer groceries in the pantry. They know something is wrong, but no one is telling them the truth. What's next for Kody?" As TLC pulls back and the money dries up, Kody Brown is left with few options. He has no steady income, no formal education beyond sales experience, and a shattered reputation both within his family and in the public eye. Some sources say he has considered writing a tell-all memoir, which would likely anger TLC, starting a YouTube channel to share his truth, running for local office in Flagstaff as a family values candidating or even leaving Flagstaff altogether and starting over in a smaller town, but critics are skeptical. Kody doesn't start over, one viewer wrote. He clings, he manipulates, and he blames everyone else when things fall apart. TLC's final statement: no additional assistance will be provided in a rare move. TLC released a short but firm public statement regarding the situation, likely in response to mounting online speculation. TLC has no contractual obligation to provide financial assistance to any talent beyond agreed production compensation. While we remain grateful to the Brown family for their contribution to reality television, no additional assistance will be provided at this time. Is this the end of Sister Wives? The show that began with hope, spiritual unity, and the promise of alternative family values has now become a somber study in betrayal, control, and the collapse of one man's empire. Ratings have slipped. Fan support for Kody and Robyn has all but vanished, and even TLC seems to be pulling the plug on the financial faucet that kept them afloat for so long. What began as a show about many wives may soon become a story about no one left at all. The king without a kingdom. The self-declared patriarch of a spiritual empire, Kody Brown now stands as a king without a kingdom. His wives have left, his children are distant, his network has rejected him, and his loyal Robyn is cracking under the weight of failed promises. The man who told the world he could love and lead for women now struggles to hold on to even one. And as fans continue to tune in, not to cheer for him, but to witness his unraveling, one can only wonder if Kody Brown has finally learned that leadership without humility and love without equality leads not to a legacy, but to loneliness. Sister Wives bombshell: Janelle and Mary accuse Kody Brown of embezzling family funds again. For more than a decade, Sister Wives has captured the triumphs, heartbreaks, and raw conflicts of the Brown family, but nothing could have prepared fans for this. In an explosive new chapter that is shaking the very foundations of the Brown legacy, Janelle and Mary have come forward with serious accusations against Kody Brown, alleging that the family patriarch has once again embezzled money meant for joint family investments, this time without the consent or knowledge of his ex-wives. This is not the first time whispers of financial misconduct have circled around Kody, but this latest accusation, backed by what sources claim is documented proof, may finally destroy what little trust remains in a family already shattered by betrayal, divorce, and division. The shocking accusation, according to multiple insiders and partially leaked legal correspondence, Janelle and Mary have accused Kody of diverting shared funds from the Coyote Pass investment account into a personal business venture he has allegedly been working on secretly with Robyn, without informing or getting consent from the original stakeholders, Janelle, Mary, and formerly Christine. He did it again. Janelle said in a recent confessional, "We trusted him. We agreed to keep the money in one place for the family's future, and now it's gone. Just like that, moved, hidden, stolen." Mary echoed the sentiment with tear-filled eyes. "How do you rebuild trust when every time you step forward, he pulls the rug out from under you?" She asked. "This isn't just about money, it's about manipulation, about betrayal again." How it allegedly happened: it was a shell game. Financial records reviewed by a family accountant who had previously helped divide marital assets during Christine's separation show a series of wire transfers from the Brown Family Investment Fund set up in 2018 to a new LLC titled Brown Heritage Holdings, which Janelle and Mary say they never authorized or even knew existed. That LLC is reportedly registered under Kody's name and Robyn's oldest son Dayton as a co-manager, a setup the others call disturbing and suspicious. Janelle stated, "Greater than we were told, everything was frozen until we could agree on dividing the Coyote Pass property. But now we find out Kody has been moving thousands out of the account monthly, and it's going into a project that only he and Robyn are involved in." The project in question, a rumored online survivalist supply company, allegedly intended to sell prepping kits, homestead gear, and religious merchandise under a family-themed brand. Greater than he's selling family values while robbing the very family that gave him a platform, Mary said angrily. "A pattern of deceit? This isn't the first time Kody has been accused of mishandling family funds." In 2021, during the COVID pandemic, Janelle and Christine both questioned why Kody was withdrawing large amounts from a shared family account at a time when most of the wives were cutting back on expenses and trying to maintain stability. Christine had famously said during that time, "Greater than I don't even know how much is left in the Coyote Pass fund. Every time I ask, I get half answers. Robyn has a big new house and the rest of us are pinching pennies." Janelle, who at one point lived in a trailer on Coyote Pass, was even more furious this time. "Greater than I lived in a fifth wheel to try and save money for our land. I lived rough. And now I find out he was funneling money from our shared accounts while I was freezing at night. With no running water, I'm done protecting him. Robyn's reaction: he didn't steal anything. In her first filmed response to the embezzlement allegations, Robyn appeared visibly shaken but defensive, insisting that Kody had done nothing wrong and that all financial activity was above board, greater than it was business. Kody was trying to find a way to create something sustainable for us and the kids, Robyn said. Yes, the money was moved, but it was his decision as head of the family. He didn't steal. He invested. When asked if Janelle and Meri were consulted about the LLC or the new business, Robyn paused and said, they chose to leave the family. They gave up their voice. They don't get to tell us what to do anymore. That statement didn't sit well with fans or with Meri and Janelle. We didn't leave the legal family structure, Janelle snapped back in a separate interview. We still have our names on the land. We're still entitled to every cent that came out of that account. And Robyn acting like she's the only wife that matters. Well, that's been the story all along, hasn't it? Legal trouble brewing. A family lawyer has confirmed that formal mediation has now been scheduled, with both Janelle and Meri seeking a full audit of the family trust accounts and all financial activities related to Coyote Pass and related business ventures. The lawyer representing Janelle said, this is not a personal feud. This is a potential financial crime. We're talking about alleged embezzlement, unauthorized movement of joint assets, and the potential misuse of trust funds. If substantiated, this could open Kody up to serious civil and possibly criminal liability. TLC reportedly refused to comment on pending legal issues, but insiders say production crews have been filming everything and that this financial scandal will take center stage in season 20. Christine speaks out. I saw it coming. Although Christine is no longer legally tied to Kody, she has always kept a close eye on family dynamics. When told about the allegations, she didn't seem surprised. It's who he is. Kody controls, manipulates, and hides things until he gets caught. I saw the warning signs back when I was still with him. The secrecy, the favoritism, the financial fog. Christine then added a chilling line that fans have been quoting all over social media. Robyn isn't just his wife. She's his partner in everything, including the lies. Fans react. Justice for Janelle and Meri. Many viewers have long speculated that Kody was manipulating the family finances behind the scenes. One Reddit user wrote, greater than he's always treated the family fund like his personal bank account. The difference is, this time Meri and Janelle have receipts. He's been funneling money to Robyn for years. Another fan tweeted, greater than Kody Brown isn't just a bad husband, he's a con artist who used religion to financially exploit the women who trusted him. Is TLC finally turning on Kody? There are growing rumors that TLC executives are considering shifting the entire narrative of the show away from Kody, possibly rebranding Sister Wives into a spin-off focusing on the ex-wives as they rebuild their lives post-Kody. A source close to production said the audience doesn't sympathize with Kody anymore. They see him as the architect of this disaster. The new season is being edited heavily to showcase Janelle and Meri's strength and Kody's unraveling. Kody's defense: I'm being attacked for leading in a last-ditch effort to defend himself. Kody gave a solo interview to producers where he claimed he was being persecuted for trying to lead a collapsing family. These women turned their backs on me. They left. They rejected my leadership. Now they want to attack me for trying to build something for the future. That's not fair. That's vindictive. He then added, greater than this is a spiritual war. And I'm not going to apologize for doing what I thought was right for the family, even if the family doesn't appreciate it. Robyn stands by her man but looks worried despite public outrage. Robyn has continued to stand firmly by Kody's side, but body language experts and fans have noticed signs of deep anxiety in her recent footage. Her eyes dart, she avoids direct answers, and she fidgets constantly, noted one expert. It's classic behavior of someone who's either afraid or hiding something. Could Robyn be complicit in the alleged embezzlement? Or is she just caught in the spiral of Kody's unraveling kingdom? Legal mediation is expected to unfold over the next few months. Janelle and Meri are requesting a forensic audit. Christine may be asked to testify regarding past financial patterns. Kody faces potential civil lawsuits. Robyn may be subpoenaed for her role in the look. Meanwhile, fans wait with bated breath for season 20, where the drama will unfold on camera. Tears, anger, betrayal, and all. The collapse of a dynasty is hailed as a bold experiment in modern plural marriage. The Brown family has become a cautionary tale of power, favoritism, and unchecked control. Janelle and Meri stood by Kody for decades. They raised children, managed homes, endured humiliation, and believed in the family dream, and now they're left fighting for what they're owed, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. As one fan wrote in a viral post, greater than they built his kingdom, now they're tearing it down, brick by brick. And somewhere in the middle of Coyote Pass, a dusty piece of undeveloped land stands still, silent witness to a family, a dream, and a legacy in flames.